Hi, I'm Shelley Johnson. I have my tea and I'm inviting you to join me as we hear some words and give them space to do a work in us. Have you ever wondered if God is actually powerful? Have you ever let doubt settle in when you watch the news or read the paper or hear stories of war and addiction and human trafficking and just all the sadness and horror going on in the world? You are not the first to wonder these things. In fact, when we doubt God's power, it's probably because circumstances are really bad and we're desperate for somebody to do something about the mess in the world, in our families, in our country. We need God's power. So let's not give in to the temptation to doubt God's power just because we can't see it displayed the way we would like it to be. But I want to read you a truth. And it's a truth that's going to give us some solid understanding of the kind of power God has. And it comes from a minor prophet named Habakkuk. His 3rd chapter, verses 3 and 4. This is truth that I had never heard before. So are you ready for this? I'm reading it from the Message. God is on his way again, retracing the old salvation route, coming up from the south through Teman, the Holy One from Mount Paran. Skies are blazing with his splendor. His praises sounding through the earth, his cloud brightness like dawn, exploding, spreading, forked lightning shooting from his hand. What power is hidden in that fist? I'm going to read to you that last line from the NLT. Rays of light flash from his hands where his awesome power is hidden. Who knew that our God has a flashy kind of lightning bolt power we see in movies like Thor? And yet, we don't see it on display much in this day and age. And the reason is because the power he's choosing to give in this stage of the game is given to his people through his Spirit. That is taken from 2 Peter 1:3. In these days, while we live waiting for Jesus to return, back in the flashy full display of all-out power, we have to live in the trust that the power is in us. And we have to trust that God's power is still able to raise the dead, just like the Spirit raised Jesus from the dead. That's the kind of power that we have access to. So instead of giving in to doubt, because we can't see God and his flight of flashing lightning bolts flinging from his fist, let's realize that we have something actually even better. That all of us, every believer on the planet, has power within us because of the Holy Spirit. One person at a time, one situation at a time, God's power activated and alive in us is still going to get the job done. And so maybe instead of doubting God and doubting ourselves, we start grabbing hold of these truth treasures and believe that God is omnipotent and he has shared that power with us. He's going to help us. He's going to empower us to not only help in our messy lives, but in this messy world. Friends, let's believe that God still has all the power. He is omnipotent. Let me know how I can be praying for you, and I'll see you here next time.